All right, good morning, everyone. Good to see you. Welcome to Yin Yoga. So Yin Yoga, I think everyone has done. Who did not do Yin Yoga before? One, two, Mehela did, yeah? Okay. Yin Yoga, for the most part, is a very cooling practice. We go inside, very, very little muscle engagement, which will be very hard. And I'll go into details a little bit through the class. The main idea of the Yin Yoga is to stress the joints. And by stressing the joints, we actually strengthen the joints, we break into that old connective tissue. We also promote blood flow, so we're fluid. It teaches us to really, not just in words, but what does it feel like to shift gears from the do, rather than just receive and unwind and let go. Easy, how much harder than you think. We will get started on our backs. We will reset the spine first. So lay on your back, bend your knees. Just make sure if you have a phone that it's on silent. Take a moment to find your spine on the floor. Just lay on your back with your bent knees. Take a moment to arrive. As you press your feet on the floor, notice what's touching the floor. Notice your big toe, your little toe, center of your heel. And then if you had to trace your feet on the floor with a marker, illuminated marker, notice what that feels like. And then from that mold of your feet, feel the energy traveling up your body. And as you scan your body, notice, what did you bring to your mat? How did you arrive here? We all have a pattern of behavior. In yoga, we call it samskaras. Many times we're not even aware of those sensations or those patterns of behavior. And the practice of yoga teaches us how to take a pause, how to change one behavior that doesn't serve us with another. One way to do that is to slow down. So now just glance through your body. Notice your breath. Is it shallow breathing? Is it deep breathing? Add a little pause at the top of your breath. And then visualize a little flashlight through your body, creating an inner light that creates awareness and guidance for your breath. And then you may notice that your habits snuck up on you. Can you soften the edges? And when you're breathing, notice if you're breathing through the front of your chest, through the side ribs, the back of your ribs, ending with your belly bulging. And then add that little pause until you feel a little pressure, a little discomfort, but look at this. And at that moment, your body tells you where you are in your body at that particular breath. Acknowledge it. And then as you exhaling out, you're vacuuming those toxins out of your body. With your next breath, bring your palms over your heart, extended to the ceiling, all the way up. Hook your thumbs together Fly your palms. Open your palm, just your thumbs hooked together. And now bend your elbows on the inhale. And then on the exhale, draw those arms over your head, stretch it out. And now extend your legs and flex your feet. And stretch out those heels to the wall in front of you and breathe. And now breathe into that shape of your body, toes towards your knees for a moment. From your ribcage, elevate through the armpits. And notice your habits, your samskaras. Can you change and soften the edges? Can you breathe into those awkward places? Some of you looking already mad, and this is just the beginning. So change that. And slowly, big circle, open your arms and hug your knees to your chest. All right, so remember I said it looks easy, but it's not. So pace yourself. Our first pose is going to be a reclined tree pose. I would highly recommend to put a pillow under your right thigh. So your left leg is going to stay extended in a V position, upside down V, and then open your right leg to the side. Bend your right knee. Place a pillow under your outer thigh. We're going to be working towards the liver meridian, and then maybe even a blanket might be too high. Yeah. Breathe in and breathe out. So just be mindful that you want your sacrum, the sacrum rather than your tailbone. You don't want to be too much on your tailbone, but towards the center of your pelvis. And as you create a little bit more space, you may move the pillow a little further away from you. Open your heart, open your arms. And then try to relax into the muscles. In the Yin Yoga, it's all about letting go of the muscles, but stressing the joints. And take it to another level of how can I let go of control? How can I trust what my body has to offer me from a place of compassion and awareness? Breathe in and breathe out. And now, how do we change those patterns? As we slow down, as you scan your body, notice where do you feel the most? Look at it. Shine your light in there. And now you're giving this task to your brain to connect to that particular sensation. You're breathing in. Pause as long as you can. And then exhale, let it go. And notice your next breath as you're breathing in as long as you can until you have to take a pause. Notice what that feels like. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale. And exhale. And now can you soften the resistance of controlling or holding on to that sensation that you feel? Can you change that? Breathe. And again, inhale. Hold it as long as you can. Look at it, acknowledge it. I feel you. I acknowledge you. I'm here to heal you. And then collect all of those toxins and allow your inner light to guide your exhalation out. And be mindful of everything you were able to release at this moment. And at the same time, did my habits sneak up on me? Am I tense? One way to know if you're holding on tension is when you open your mouth, you notice if you will. Oh, yeah. So open your mouth, separate your lips, and then seal your lips. Good. And now with your next breath, every time you're breathing, you're shining a light through your feet, your fingertips, the crown of your head. Feel that internal space. And slowly release. Very nice. With your next breath, bring that right knee up. Just give it a hug with your right knee. We're going to still stay on the right side. Bend your left leg, please. Take a moment to reset your body. Soften your shoulders and your heart. And remind yourself why you're here today. How can you rewire your nerve system to be in that rest and digest and parasympathetic nerve system? So now with your next breath, drop your right leg down, shift your hips to the left slightly. The setup is a block over your head and then a pillow between your knees. So we're still staying on the right side. A block over your head. Lift your feet, you have your pillow between your thighs, vertical, so it's going over your ankles as well. So turn it around the other way, Janet. Yes. Open your arms, inhale, and on the exhale, lift and lengthen your hips away from your ribs and drop your knees to the right. Scoot your right shoulder further to the right. And now take your left hand over that block. Maybe it will be on the medium setting or the tall setting. Some of you may not need a block. But stay in that position for a little bit of time. Drop your knees to the right, drop your knees to the right, drop your knees to the right. All the way, mama. There. Yeah. Let me see. There. This way. Yeah. So now you're opening that back line. Breathe. Breathe here. Feel that? Okay, breathe. Yep, breathe here. So your body will let you know where you are at this particular moment. Breathe into that space. Allow your body to be as supported as possible. Some of you may need a pillow for your head. And as you scan your body, open your mouth for a moment. Then seal your lips gently. And now can you shine a light through your back body? Breathe into the back. Pause at the top of your breath. And catch yourself holding on. Maybe your knees, maybe your heart, maybe your shoulder, maybe your mind. Soften and open those little gates in your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe into your back body. As if you have a balloon in your back body and hold on to your breath as long as you can. Shine extra light in there. And then vacuum and exhale and let it go. And be mindful of what you're letting go. Inhale. How long is your breath? How long is your pause? So feel a little tension, pressure when you're holding your breath, your inhalation. Look at it, shine extra light in there. And then vacuum all those toxins, your stress, emotions, exhale it out and let it go. Good. Inhale, inhale. Look at this. Look, don't let your body guide you. Breathe in here, breathe here a lot. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. How long is your breath? Notice if you're tensing up somewhere. So visualize walking in this long corridor with many little doors. And each breath is opening one little door to create more space for the next door. And you could almost visualize the light under the door. It gets brighter and brighter. Breathe in. Shine a light through your head. Hold it. Shine extra light. And then vacuum and exhale, empty, empty, empty. And notice what the next breath is doing. Inhale. Do it softly, kindly. And then exhale. And then notice again, can you relax your knees a little more? Can you soften your heart, your shoulders, your jawline? Can you allow your breath to flow like a slow, slow river? And now maybe you unscrewing those little joints, and now you can radiate more light and more breath. And look at it as your own internal journey. Letting go of tension, emotions, trauma, discomfort, whatever that is for you. Trust that your body knows best. And now maybe you let your arms be even more soft. And notice how your breath can travel a little deeper into those little cracks in your body. And with your next breath, bring your extended arm. Use a little core and now lift your feet to the center. Get rid of your pillow for a moment. Hug your knees to your chest. Ooh, that was a big one. Take a moment, unwind, inhale, and exhale. So fundamental guidance for Yin Yoga. The first thing is find the edge. Where can I feel just a little uncomfortable that you can sustain? Once you find that space for you, then stillness. You're trying to get into that shape of your body quietly. And then you give it time. Time allows your tissue to adapt and to go deeper. Here is what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to go to 70%. Oh, I don't feel this. And then you push, push, push. Because when you come out of it, you'll notice you went way further than you needed to. You create too many tears in the tissue. So start slow. That will give you good guidance. Okay? Side B. Open your left leg. Take your right leg in a V position. Your left knee bends in a tree position. Take a pillow under your left thigh. Make sure that you own your sacrum rather than the tailbone. And if you feel like you have a grapefruit under your chin, between your chin and your chest, you need a pillow. Okay? So you had a grapefruit, now you have an apple. You want to have an apple between your chin and your chest. And breathe. Extend your right leg out. unless it doesn't feel comfortable. And breathe. And then you own your sacrum more than your tailbone. And I shine a light from the inner groin to the inner knee, from your right hip point towards your right knee, radiating that light. Breathe, let the power come from your breath, not from your muscles. So the longer you're here, you're letting go of the control of the muscles. And look at your sensations. Shine a light in there. What does it feel like when you breathe? And visualize your breath is radiating from the inner groin towards your inner knee, towards your inner ankle, your liver meridian here. And we have other meridians that kind of like cross over. Breathe. And now visualize your breath is energetically pulling your inner groin towards your inner knee, and then your light radiates in there. And breathe. Use your breath. Add a little pause. Inhale. And now can you unscrew those little joints a little more? Breathe in and breathe out. Hold your belly on the inhale and hold your breath as long as you can. And then exhale it out, let it go. Now, visualize you looking at your pelvis, the front of your hip here, and you're shining the light and you're breathing in there. And there's an overflow of light from the groins to the inner knees, to your feet. And now here is the opportunity how to tame your nerve system. This is your place. You have nowhere to go other than to go inside of you. And when you feel the urge to control something, soften the edges with your light, with your breath. Use your wisdom. Vidya is knowledge. The opposite of vidya is avidya, ignorance. So if we feel like we need to push, we need to do, take a pause and ask yourself, is it working for you? And when you notice that it's not working for you, you ask yourself, what do I need to do to change that pattern? Do I have to go, go, go? Do I have to prove 300%? Is it working for me? Or do I need to take a pause, reorganize my time, my thoughts, my goals, maybe, your intentions? All right, ever so slowly, bring your left knee up, give it a hug. And notice what that feels like. Now there's more love you're giving your sensations, the residue of where you were and where you are now. And how is your body? How compassionate are you towards yourself right here? Notice what you can see now. Change it. And I hug your right knee as well. Drop your feet to the floor. Scoot your body to the right. And now you're going to find your pillow between your thighs, vertical. You have a block over your pillow ready. And now lift your feet all the way up and scoot them over to the left. Lengthen those hips as long as you can. Lengthen, lengthen. Your knees should be about 90 degrees. Your right arm over your head on the block, possibly. And your left arm is resting gently. It's just there to give you a frame. And now you're ironing out all of those little kinks with your breath. And breathe. Take an inhale. Breathe into your back body. Hold it as long as you can. Look at it. Acknowledge what your body is telling you. And then exhale it all out. Now every breath, notice how long can you breathe until you have to take a pause. How long can you pause? Yes, the pause is going to be a little uncomfortable. You're going to feel pressure, but shine a brighter light at your pause and look at it. What do you feel? And every time you're exhaling out, you're exhaling something that doesn't serve you any longer. Relax your shoulders, your chest. Open your mouth for a moment. And then seal your lips. But before you seal your lips, ask yourself, was I tense even though I thought I was not tense? Your right hand is super soft. And every time you're breathing, you're radiating a light to your feet, your fingertips, the crown of your head. Relax your knees, your ankles, and visualize you depleting the air out of your muscles to the point to where you're only looking at your bones, your skeleton within your skin, floating within. And can you sink a little heavier into your bones? Internalize that sense of surrendering and letting go. Being peaceful, we do it very little. And all you're committed right now is to your breath, to your freedom, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. What does that feel like, even for one breath? Can you scan your body and go a little deeper? Can you let go a little more? And here is your opportunity. This is a perfect surrounding for you to try to be free. Liberation. Radiate your light all the way deep within you. And when we release the joint, we're releasing emotions. And let that go. Let that go. Whatever comes up, acknowledge it. and make peace with it. And then if someone told you you're going to be here for another 15 minutes, just like that, how will you make that shift in your nervous system to make peace with what is? How will you peel the layers of the urge to move to the next thing and to the next thing? Ever so slowly, bring your right arm towards you. Use a little core to bring your legs to the midline. Get rid of your pillow. Hug your knees. Okay. Give yourself a couple of feeling sorry for me moments. Breathe in there. Nurture what feels. So when I say your breath is your medicine, I really mean that. Because life cannot exist without your breath, but we take the breath beyond the survival mode. We take it as a healing mechanism. So whenever you feel something, breathe into that space. So you're thinking of this oxygen being delivered, but also how does that reshape the nerve system? So we have the vagus nerve that connects to most of our organs, and promoting that nerve system, the parasympathetic nerve system, stimulate by deep breath. Slowly come to the side through a fetus pose into a seat. Open your legs wide. Some of you that feel too tight in the hamstrings, you could possibly either sit on your pillow and make sure that your sit bones are on the pillow, okay? Or you're just gonna sit on your sit bones. Option one will be if you're not flexible, if you know that you're super stiff through the back body, you could take your 1 or 2 blocks, or if you have a bolster and a block, you can do so. So just look at all the options. If you know you're really stiff, here is what I don't want to see. I don't want to see your shoulders coming forward. What I'd like you to do is to take a block or 2 blocks. Your elbows can rest on the block and then the heels of your hands on your forehead. Option two, to go through the lower setting, the medium setting. You can stay with your forearms, okay, or elbows and make a pillow. Some of you that have a little bit more, again, don't go to the 100. Maybe you just stay here. Maybe you stay here with a little block. Relax your palms, your forearms. And then as you're going out into that pose, you're trying to go in. So find where you are, find your edge, relax the shoulders, in. Just let it go. So when you let go physically, you're letting go also emotionally. Find a place where there is softness, where you can relax. I want you to relax. Soften here, soften, soften, soften. Yeah. Relax. There. Let go. Oh, thank you. Okay, I don't want to see you looking like you're taking a picture stiff. I want you to let go, find the right arrangements for you until you can totally relax. And now you're peeling that tension of your shoulders like a waterfall down your hips and your thighs and your knees, your ankles. And breathe. Soften your knees a little. And now every breath you're breathing through your back body, along your spine. And now visualize the energy through the right side of your spine and the left side of your spine, the feminine and the masculine. Ida, Pingala. And then when they intertwine together, there is this Shushuna, the energy in between, right in the center, lifts all the way to your third eye. Can you feel that energy? I recommend to separate your lips for a breath or two, just to tame that nerve system. So you're opening that little gate, and then your breath follows through that. And that could be another layer of you that you're trying to unwind, to let go, tension, whatever that is. Breathe into it. Breathe through the back body. And notice your habits. Can you change something that doesn't serve you right now? Can you soften into something? If you find yourself in your head, miles away, can you shine the light in your head and bring awareness to your breath into your body? And breathe. Every inhale has a pause. Visualize this big balloon through your back body. Breathe into it. And you may have noticed that your habits snuck up and maybe you're more serious than you need to be. Maybe you're holding on to those muscles, softening them. And I visualize that corridor through your back body, through the back of your hamstrings, your calf muscles, the soles of your feet. And when you get stuck, rather than avoid it, look at it and breathe into it. Shine a light in there like aromatherapy oil. And here's your opportunity to heal yourself in layers. Relax your shoulders. And now visualize your inner light is like a laser light radiating all the way to your bones. You depleted all the air out of your muscles. And now you're breathing all the way down to your bones. So visualize the layers from your skin, through the tissue, through your muscles, through your organs. And breathe. Ever so slowly, walk your hands towards you. Take your hands to the floor or on the block if you need to. And now widen your collarbone. Lift your heart towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades back and down. Don't lift your chin yet, but just widen your collarbone. Now bring your chest forward, forward, forward. And now ever so slowly, just lift your chin. Good. Slowly release. Bend your knees. Open your feet wide. Turn your fingers to the side. And now again, widen your collarbone. Lift your heart. Inhale. And then on the exhale, just drop your knees one way. Lift your chest. Breathe and flush it out. You're flossing out any kinks. Come back center, inhale. Exhale, drop it to the opposite side. Beautiful. All right. So now we're going to go into deer pose. So you have a pillow or two pillows, probably would be great. Sometimes I like to put a block under my pillow. We're going to start with the right side. Make sure that the bolster or the pillow is adjacent to your hip. Lift your ribcage up, 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 and then find your torso, the right side, on your belly. The idea is to bring your belly towards the pillows, right cheek on the floor to begin with. I like personally to hug the pillow under. If you need a block under your pillows to elevate, you can. And I'll just unwind that space. Relax your shoulders, relax your legs. If you feel that your back knee is hovering in the air, put a block under your top knee. So top leg behind you, Mike. Top knee behind, yes. If it's hovering off the floor, if it's too difficult to relax, put a block under your left inner knee. Over time, you may notice that you can turn your left cheek on the floor. Janet, let's turn your pillow, Mama, all the way to your hip. There you go. Let's use it there. Lift up. Yep. And I'm breathing to that diagonal. And now this is your maze. Notice, trace the maze, and then breathe and shine a light through that maze to ease into those layers. You can even hug your neck. There you go. That's your shoulders. You feel that? You feel that? No stretch? Turn your head that way. That more? Good. Breathe. He said you go behind you for a little more. Feel that more? Okay. Now breathe in there. Hold your breath. Hold. That's it. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. And now this humongous balloon inside of your thoracic spine. Breathe into it. Shine a light as long as you can. Hold. Exhale, deepen and let it go. Inhale. Yes. And again, remind yourself why you're here. How can you catch yourself tensing up and how can you change that? Breathe through the back body, relax your shoulders. Changing those instilled habits that hold us back. Breathe. Breathe in here. Inhale. Exhale. Scan your body, catch yourself doing something you're not supposed to. And then what do you need to do to change it up? And as you do that, you're also changing your cycle of behavior. You may notice that you always fall into the same habit. How did I get here again? So first acknowledgement, committing to change, and then we think about it, we visualize it, we talk about it, and then we execute it through the practice again and again and again. And the minute we do all of that little x-ray, we notice, oh, we're tensing the shoulders again. The jawline, we're in our head, we change it again. And over time, we catch ourselves a lot faster. And over time, we start to replenish one habit with another habit that serves us better. So that's mindfulness. Breathe in again. Notice the quality of your breath. And if that was a situation in your life, you're right here, what will you do to make it easier? What would you let go of something or many things that don't serve you at this moment? How can you navigate your pillar of light in your breath to go through that maze that your body is so kind to exhibit to you right now? And how can you deplete all the air out of your muscles and visualize your bones within your skin? And you have that much space and freedom of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And again, if you were here for another 10 minutes, how will you shift this surrendering to this place? How will you tame yourself? How will you accept what is and make it work? How long is your breath? Can you even visualize how you diving deep within your body with your little flashlight, with your aromatherapy oil, and with your breath, shining a light through your feet, through your hands, unclogging, unobstructing all those 72,000 energy channels, those nadis. So visualize your energy flowing through those nadis. Ever so slowly. If you turned your head, your left cheek is on the pillow, turn it the other way. And then slowly lay on your back. Take a moment here. Reset your body. Nurture this moment of coming back. The freedom of being here. How liberating is that? That you could come right here, right now, to detach from all the responsibilities out there, to be able to be challenged in a good and healing way. And to give yourself permission to just be. Own it, breathe into it. Like what I don't want to say sweet dessert because I don't love sweet dessert, but any yummy something that resonates with you. I won't say Black Forest, Andy, because I know it makes you hungry. Everything makes me hungry. So just something that is soothing to you. What does that feel like? How can you suck it into your cellular level? And what does it feel like to shed the old? Everything you were able to just release to this moment, your little journey with no attachment, but with an open heart and an open mind. Slowly come to a seat. This time you're on your left side. The right knee behind the left knee for now. Eventually the right knee is going to go behind, okay? Unless you have back issues, you can keep them stacked together. So lift up your chest, inhale, lift your ribcage, lift, 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 and now turn to the left until you find your chest. You can take your hands. This time your left cheek was on the pillow. Eventually maybe the right. And now take your right knee behind your left for deeper. Those are just the little adjustments. I prefer your pillow coming all the way to your hips, so you're not allowing your low back and your core muscle just to hang in there. And I go through those layers. What does it feel like? Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Separate your teeth for a moment. And now with your inner light and your breath, can you peel the layers of whatever is coming up to the surface? Breathe in, breathe out. And again, you're in this little corridor and you're opening the first door with your breath, your pillar of light. And once you open that initial door, you can see the light underneath the next door. And with your next cycle of breath, after your inhalation, after your pause, your long pause, your brighter light, you're breaking into those little cobwebs within you. Acknowledge what they are, and then vacuum and exhale. And notice where your journey is taking you. Sometimes you may be stuck at that same door. You have to work with a little rustiness again and again. And that's even better information for you. Maybe there's a lot going on there that you have to marinate in that space. whether it's physical or mental or emotional or spiritual. Allow your body to guide you. Typically, the quality of your breath allows you to know if there is congestion in there. The more free your breath is, the less obstacles there are. The longer you can pause, the more space you have created in the past few breaths. So the more we let go, look at it as if you're doing spring cleaning in your little drawer that has been piling up with so much stuff you don't even know what's there. And now you start to take things out, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't even know I had this. I was looking for that for so long. Well, now you have it. What is it telling you? How can you celebrate with all the history, with all the sensations, emotions, discomfort? How can we still celebrate being here, right here, now? Celebrating the people that are in your life. So that's how we tame the nervous system. When it's so easy to come out of something, it's like, I don't want to do this. I don't have to do this. But what are you cheating yourself of on the other side? How can we stay disciplined enough to say, I know this is challenging. It might even be boring, but I know the end results. Something shifts mentally and emotionally. And when you catch yourself in your old habits changing, and are you peeling those layers with your breath, with your intention? Separate your teeth a little. Soften your shoulders, your belly, your hips. How can you let go of control? Here is your opportunity to tame your nervous system, to rewire your habits of the urge to control everything. Even if we don't want to control, we have no idea how to let go. So here is your opportunity right here to unleash your soul from limitations. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly, slowly. Turn your, if you're on the right side, turn to the left side of your cheek. Yeah, take a moment to unwind that. And when you're ready, push the floor and come to your back for another moment of resetting. And here's your dessert. Breathe into that. Flush out any leftover tension here. Just lay on your back for a moment. Focus more on your exhale right now, the letting go, the letting go, the letting go. And as you let it go, there's a light that is radiating through your body. Breathe in. Soften your shoulders, your heart, your throat, your eyebrows. Beautiful. Take another breath here. Just relax for a second. When you're ready, you're going to come up to a seat. You have your strap. I'm going to give you two options to go into butterfly. In the yang practice, it's Baddha Konasana. We have two options here. If you want to go reclined, then you will put your pillows at the top. I'll just show you to don't do anything yet. Regardless, you're going to put the strap. Well, it makes a difference. If you're going to go on your back, the tail of the strap is going to face your nose, okay? So it's going to go on your hips. Don't go there yet. I'll show you the other option. And then the buckle is going to go sideways. You're going to put the strap through your inner legs over your feet, strap over your hips, lift and lengthen your tailbone, and then you're going to be here. So we already prepped the body before. We did the half, now we're doing the full. However, if you want to go, instead of opening your heart, you want to go to the forward fold, then the strap, the tail will be away from you towards your feet. I'm still going to go over my hips. I did it the other way. You'll figure it out whichever way, but soles of the feet, pull, 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 pull. And now you can either put a block over your feet or a bolster if you want to go here. Since we did a lot of forward folds, I think that it's nice to go to this variation of sukta, long pillow. So over your hips, through your inner legs and over, move the buckle away from your feet, move it sideways. Yeah. Lift and lengthen your tailbone and then come down. You may have to shift your hips a couple of times. If you need extra support for your thighs, you can put blocks. Breathe in and breathe out here. Let's change your wheels. So your back is supported. That's it. Good. Lift your toe. Lift your hips. Good. That's better. Okay. Don't look so mad. Don't look so mad. So open your jawline, open your mouth. There. So we don't realize how much tension we hold until we open the mouth, and then you notice it's that. Then seal your lips gently, and then relax. Breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. And now here is another situation in your life, in this shape. How can you acknowledge where you are first? And how will you navigate your pillar of light and your breath? How can you catch yourself tensing up and then peel that tension of your body, change it up? Breathe in, breathe out. And when you feel that you're too much on your tailbone, lift and lengthen your tailbone forward again towards your heels. And breathe. Soften your jawline, your heart. And when those urges to control come up, spray a little aromatherapy oil. And every time you're breathing in the shape of your body. Perfect actually for the liver meridian here. So from your big toe towards your inner leg. Through the right and left side of your genitals, going through your belly, towards your nipples. Can you shine a light in that meridian? Now, can you visualize with the power of your light in your breath, you shedding those muscles out of your system? Breathe in, breathe out. And if that was a situation in your life, how will you tame your nervous system in this safe environment to look at the discomfort, to marinate in the discomfort in order to liberate yourself? And what comes up? What comes up from your samskaras, those habits that are instilled in you? How do they show up and how do you change them? And how do you let go of that one little layer that is still nagging at you? And how do you soften? And now, right at the moment when you feel like, oh, I wish she would tell me to get out of here, but she's not, how can I stay here a little longer? Just a little bit longer. How can you dig deeper within your being, the discipline to soften, to be more patient, stronger within yourself? Slowly, slowly, hallelujah. Bring your hands outside of your knees, slow. Hands outside of your knees, bring them in. Bring your knees to your chest, get rid of your strap from your feet first. Just to liberate your feet. There you go. Lay on your belly for a moment. Not on your belly, on your back, sorry, the other belly. Just stay there. Notice, go through that little video of where you were, and now you're free. You're free of that. Can you breathe into it? Can you give it some love? Whatever that love means to you. Flush it out with your breath, side to side. And you're always having this silent conversation between your journey, your breath, your being, your mindset. And I slowly get rid of your strap. We're gonna end up with, I call it 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock stretch. You're gonna be on your belly. Right hand is gonna be on the floor. Shift your body to the left. For some of you, a pillow under the head is nice. And then you're gonna flip your left leg behind you. You can extend the leg. I like that variation a lot. With both legs extended, some of you can bend your left knee and breathe.
So
right arm, 3 o'clock. We're gonna go to 3 o'clock. Sylvia, that's 12 o'clock to the school I went to. 3 o'clock, thank you. So on your belly, 3 o'clock. On your belly, shift to the left. No. Shift your body to the left and then flip your right leg behind you. There. Yeah. And then you can be here or you can straight here. There. Breathe. Your left leg goes behind. What am I doing? Right leg. Left to the right, Sylvia. You're all backwards today. That's because she came from Japan. She's all in a different zone. Breathing. Breathe into your back body. Soften the edges again. Breathe. No, mama. Hold your belly. Turn your head down. Okay? And put this leg behind you to me. There. Let's take a pillow. One pillow. Sit down. There. Yeah. Breathe into the uncomfortable. This leg can go out. Yeah. So this is easier, right? And then when you need more, you go back here. Breathe. Let's take this. This way, extend it out. Let go. Be gentle. Breathe. And now there's a conversation with your chest, with your arm, wherever else you feel. Breathe. Now, how will you look at that discomfort, whatever that is? Open your mouth for a moment, separate your teeth. And now you're shedding those layers. And all you're looking at is that one area that is talking to you the most. And now you're shining your light, your aromatherapy oil there. And now your breath immediately follows. Your light gets there before your breath. It can get into those little cracks And always remind yourself, whatever you feel, you need to unload off your system, because when you don't, that's how you find yourself in injuries, stress, anxiety, disease. And that's what I was trying to explain before. It's easy to come out of your discomfort temporarily, but what happens on the other side? What really happens inside when we just mask those discomforts? So trusting that when you're committed to heal yourself, you grow, you go through those journeys. And yes, they're uncomfortable sometimes. But once you commit to the discomfort and you breathe through it again and again, all of a sudden it becomes a little easier. And then you can breathe a little deeper. And then your light is a little brighter. Now, can you let go of the shoulders and your hips and your knees, your ankles? Slowly come to your belly. Breathe. Take a moment. Yes, acknowledge that little photo album where you felt this the most. And now you're giving it love. And when you're ready, shift your body to the right. Extend your left arm to 9 o'clock. Turn your left cheek on the floor on a pillow, and now flip your right leg behind you. For some of you, if this is way too intense, bend your top knee. You can even do this for now. There. Then breathe. Easier on that side. Easier on that side. How's that? Okay. Okay, good. Breathe into it, Mama. Let's do this. Yeah. Now look at it and breathe into it. Like you do this to it, okay? Soften. Pause as long as you can while you're looking at the thing with your breath. And then separate your lips for a moment. Notice if you were more tense than you thought you were. Relax your knees, your hips. Can you shed the layers of tension in your body and replace that with your pillar of light and with your breath? And your pillar of light can be like a laser light. It goes through the layers of your body all the way to your bones. And from your bones, you're coming out towards the skin. And now with every cycle of your breath, you are mindful that you are healing yourself. It's not just that we're here to stretch, but we're stretching our souls, our physical body, our thoughts, our emotions. We're trying to create a state of balance through all the layers. And how do we do it? Exactly like that, exactly where you are, staying committed, courageous enough to be in a place that may feel uncomfortable. And yes, it's so easy to get out of it and pretend it's not there. But what happens to the little wound when we neglect it? How can we heal it while we can? And now with all that discomfort, just imagine for a moment that you were in a little war zone, worried about your safety. Would you take this discomfort instead? How would you compare this discomfort to, God forbid, going to the doctor and saying, oh, you need to do extra tests? And it could be something that can take you out of this discomfort right here. Wouldn't you prefer this kind of discomfort while you have the choice to choose? So every breath counts. Every breath matters. Look at it as you nurturing and savoring that one breath. And imagine that one breath can radiate through your whole body. Just like if you had one little candle in a very dark room. How powerful is that one little candle inside of your body? Slowly release. Come out of there. Ooh. Take a moment. Acknowledge where you are, where you felt it the most. Breathe into it. And then those little bumps, the little sensations, the residue of where you were, you shining that inner aromatherapy oil to soften and allow the tissue to adapt back in. Breathe out all the leftover tension out of your system. And savor that freedom of being here. When you're ready, shift over to your back to Shavasana, our final closing pose. If you need to put a blanket over you or a sweater, please do so. If you need a towel, I'll get you a towel. Lay on your back. Another option to put a pillow under your knees or your blocks under your knees. Take a deep inhale, bless you. And a deep exhale. Now take a moment to be proud of you for showing up, one, for being patient enough to be in a place where it's hard to be still, and staying committed to a healthy mind, body, and soul. And I visualize that little pillar of light that guided you through your practice today. And now that you have detoxed and opened those meridians in your body, with every breath, you're shining a light through the outskirting of your body. And with every exhalation, that light becomes one ball of light into your heart center. As you inhale, tracing your body with that light, and now your inner content is expanding to the edges of your skin. And with the exhalation, it comes up to one ball of light to your heart center. So keep on visualizing this light going out and light going in. And every time you are heavier into your mat, if you find yourself in your head, turn the light on in your head and come back to your breath again. And over time, you notice your muscles are heavier and heavier. Your bones are heavier. And that was your last opportunity of the day. That was the last opportunity of the day to be in this stillness. Can you savor it? Can you dive deep within your bones? With the next breath, start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Swallow once. Bring your knees towards your chest. And when you're ready, roll over to a fetus pose. Take a moment, stay in fetus pose for about 2 or 3 breaths. And the power of the fetus pose is just to surrender and be the little fetus. Everyone has a little fetus inside of them. Where there's no past and there's no future. Everything is taken care of. You're free of any obligations, responsibilities, except for your breath. One free breath. What does that feel like? And how do we take our mat time to our daily life? How do we leave yoga off the mat? I hope practice allowed you to have a glimpse of that today. With that, push the floor with your top hand and extend your top leg to a comfortable seat. We bring our hands together. Separate. Okay. Can you separate your hands and then open your 3 middle fingers to a lotus mudra. Lotus mudra is my ultimate favorite because it represents purity and love. And what's special about it is it grows in muddy water. So without the mud, there is no lotus flower. But then the other side of that, do I want to be the mud? Do I want to aim for the lotus flower? You choose. Thank you for being here today, and namaste. Please drink lots of water, flush yourself out. I enjoyed seeing all of you here, some new faces. Thank you from home. Bye-bye. See ya.